What is going on, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we are back in the shop right now. Before we jump into today's footage, today's video, the new latest Boston drop is now live on the website. First link down in the description box below. We have 7 new shirts and 2 new jet tags. We haven't done a drop in probably a month and a half, almost 2, maybe it's been about 2 months now. Good reasons for it. The main reason is we've been constantly trying to improve everything. Every single launch, there's always little things here and there that we notice we need to do on the back end, whether that be quality of clothing, figuring out better shipping times. And now I feel like we're at a solid position where we can start having more frequent drops again. Thank you guys for the patience. I'm sorry it took a while, but these 7 shirts that we're dropping are absolutely sick. There's 2 shirts that are absolutely insane. The half wrap Evo camo design. We've never done a shirt before kind of themed or modeled after a car. So we have those 2. We have 3 that are like this. We call this the Boston Arc Tee. So we have the red, the green, and the black here. And then we have a few other designs. First link down below, go check them out. Let me grab these jet tags because these jet tags are also absolutely beautiful. Jet tag number 1, this guy is of course modeled after the Hyper Blue Evo 8. We literally have the Evo 8 front end on one side of it, other side Boston, and then it says live with passion in Japanese. Very beautiful design. And then another iteration of the she-built jet tag. All the jet tags do have the black key rings, which I think is very, very nice. And like I said, guys, these things are super high quality. Everything's fully embroidered. These guys will never fail. First link down in the description box below, www.boston.com. Thank you guys, as always, for all the support. Now let's jump back to Hawaii. We have a little bit of Hawaii footage with the Miata, the absolutely beautiful Miata. And then we're coming back to Spokane, back to the shop, back to the house for a bit of an update on all the cars. I really like food. Bobby, do you like food as well?
I love food.
I have this problem of trying to get lean before vacation, and then on vacation I put on like 15 pounds. So to try and combat that and offset that, Bobby and I are gonna get some bicycles. We dropped off the Miata, and now we need a form of transportation, and we don't have one. Last night we were walking, but I see people on these beach cruisers. There's these bicycles with giant fat tires on them, and they look kind of cool. We're gonna go find some bicycles. And if we can't, we might have to get mopeds, but I'd really appreciate to find a bike so I can try and lose some weight. Do you need to lose some weight too, or just me?
I need to lose weight.
We got the badass bikes available on the freaking islands. Check these things out. Here's Bobby's Ripper. She got the blue one. Here's my Ripper. Mine's a little bit outdated. Chain likes to fall off. And when the chain falls off and you're standing up, be careful not to rack your nuts right there because it's a very high probability. Don't ask me how I know. We just made it to a beach. Shall we rip? Ow, that's my fat. Got our cooler. And our gruns. It feels weird to be back home, guys. I feel so lost. We were gone for just a touch under 3 weeks. We left Monday and it's now Friday. We just got back literally like 2 hours ago. came back home, took a nap. We were flying all night. So I don't know if I explained it, but Bobby and I's 5-year anniversary was 2 days ago. We've been together for 5 years. We decided to extend our whole trip, our whole vacation in Hawaii, just so we could be out there for our 5-year anniversary, which was absolutely amazing. But now we're back home and I'm confused. Like, I feel like we were gone for so long that I just need like a fresh, clear brain to even know where we left off. So today is just gonna be like an update type of video, an update on all the cars, all the builds, what's going on with them. As you guys can see, we have a ton of parts in the garage. We came home, and big shout out to Jared for always coming by and putting packages away. So let's start off with the cars that are in the garage at the house. What's the update on the FRS and what's the update on the M3? So FRS, that car has the most amount of parts piling up for the build. This whole giant box right here from MA Performance is for the FRS. Full turbo kit, every single thing we need to boost the FRS is in this box. I know I'm kind of like gonna be spoiling a lot of stuff, but it's okay. Full turbo build for the FRS is going down. We got some new Toyo tires for the M3. So the M3 is gonna be getting some new wheels. I ordered the wheels back in November. They should hopefully be arriving soon. So we got some Toyo tires to throw on the M3. The car is perfect. I love it. This thing will most likely be getting some boost soon as well. Not 100% set in stone yet, but that is the plan. Whenever the wheels come in, new wheels, new tires, and then later on down the road, some boost. The garage is a freaking mess and it needs to be cleaned. The bike's all good. She's perfect the way she is, so that is how she's gonna stay. We did come home to a nice flat tire on the M3, so I need to get that aired up. Do we have space for this air tank so I can air up the M?
Will that close?
What's up, bro?
What up?
Did you miss me?
I missed you a lot.
Damn. I was hoping you washed all the cars for me.
I almost washed your truck. I almost did. I was like, I'm gonna do it, but I have time.
Dude, I left it such a mess in here. Seats. Well, the car didn't fall. That is good. This feels weird to be home. Yep, she's still big. Oh my gosh. Honestly, guys, it feels so weird being back home. I feel so lost and dazed and confused because I've been gone for 3 weeks. Like, I don't even know, like I said earlier, I don't really know where I left off. So as far as builds coming, I don't even know where to start. We do have a lot to do, but I don't know what I want to begin with. Well, it's been a bit. The Evo's dead. I did have it plugged into the battery tender, so I'm not sure why that didn't keep the battery charged. But now I can't find the freaking jumper cables. Beautiful. You got a massive air leak.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I hear
What the
that.
hell was that? Back for 10 minutes, I'm already fixing your shit. What the fuck is this?
Oh, it just popped off.
Literally the line going to your wastegate was off. How much freaking boost are you getting these days? Like 98 pounds or 110 pounds?
Yikes.
Let me just zip tie all that.
Probably how I blew the turbo. Funny how that works out. Just get back and something's broken.
Okay, what was I doing anyway? Oh, jump starting my car. Well, I guess since we're doing an update video, we might as well give it a little update on Rose. Jared, do you want to explain what's going on with your car?
I think my turbo's broken. No, I'm positive my turbo's broken.
Yeah, that'd be a safe bet. I'm sure you guys just saw when I pulled the Evo, Jared's Evo out, it blew a lot of smoke, and it's intermittently smoking quite a bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the turbo seals are gone, so she's gonna need a new turbo soon. And then, of course, the one and only. Here, let me get in because this car's so freaking loud. This car has been needing a clutch for a while, like probably over half a year, and we do have a pretty badass clutch on the way for this thing. I'm not sure when it's gonna show up or when we're gonna have the time to put it in, but that's like the only thing that this car needs. is a new clutch, a very, very nice clutch. And then from then on out, we should be good with the Evo 10. I'm not sure what else I want to do to this car. I know it's been the same for a very long time, but I feel like it's perfect the way it is. It makes a ton of power. Let me show you guys real quick. 703 wheel horsepower. I feel like it's plenty. I have debated installing a bigger turbo, but then at that same time, we'd have to most likely pull the motor and sleeve our block. It's a fully built motor in this car, but the only thing I didn't do, and I wish I would have, was sleeves. We never did sleeves, and so that would always be in the back of my mind if we went with a big old turbo and made like 900 wheel. I don't think my sleeves would handle it. So that's the update on the Evo 10. New clutch coming soon. Yeah, we're gonna take the car out real quick. We have some sick ass shirts. I already showed you guys earlier in the video, but these shirts that go along with the Evo 10, so we're gonna go get some more promo for these. Absolutely bangers. These are sick. I know the car has been the same for like probably about a year, little over a year now since we did the other side half wrap. We initially started out with a snow camo, then we did the black camo as well. And she has stayed the same for a while. I just don't know what I would change on it. I've thought about picking up new wheels, maybe doing the Vars rear bumper. I do like the FQ 400 rear, but I think the Vars would flow better with all the other Vars stuff. I just don't know. Drop a comment down below. What would you guys like to see on the car? All right, moving on to Bobby's Series Gray STI. Honestly, not much to do on this thing at all. And here's why. This car was the car we just dumped a ton of money into. The full ETS turbo kit, all that good stuff. We are in the process of doing a fully built motor right now outside the car. It was about 2 or 2.5 weeks ago when we uploaded the video of tearing apart that spare short block that we have for the STI. That block is going to be sent in for the closed deck service, and then we're gonna have a fully built bottom end on the car. Probably stay stock heads, do cams, springs, retainers, all that stuff, and then she'll be good to go. We can turn it up more. I'm sure we'll turn it up more. It made 500 on E85, but if we can turn it up even more, we should be good there. She does already need a retune, so we need to link up with Mr. Bader and have him go through it again. And the reason for that is because I was trying to situate that fuel regulator pulse or rattle, I guess you'd call it, and I was messing with the fuel pressure and kind of messed everything up. So just to be safe, I'd rather get it retuned so Bobby doesn't pop this motor on it before we go ahead and swap the built motor in. All right, guys, next car is Smoke. The dark gray Evo 10 was this wrap, like a satin dark gray metallic. When we originally picked this car up, I did mention we're not gonna keep it for very long. It was kind of just like a fun little intermittent project between all the other cars that we have going on. So this car's pretty much done. I did pick up some new springs for it. I was gonna do the yellow speed coilovers, but they were out of stock for a bit, so I ordered up some springs. We cut the springs on the car, very ghetto, I know. So we bought new springs. I'm just gonna put new springs on it, finish up a few little details, and I'm actually gonna be selling this car. No need for it anymore. It doesn't get driven. Another main reason that we had it is when we were doing Bobby's car, the build on this thing, she needed something to drive, so she was driving this. Now that that car's all finished up, this car can go. I don't really drive it, it's done. There's nothing else I wanna do. This baby right here has gone the most changes out of any car we've ever owned, I would say. But basically what we're gonna be doing with the Blue Evo 8 is just going to a flex fuel setup so we can run E85. It made really good power on pump gas. A little bit more than I was expecting, to be honest. It's a touch over 550. And now that we have E85 in Spokane, doing a flex fuel setup is the only way to go. So that car, easily 700 wheel, I would say, would be a safe bet on E85. That's about the only changes that I think we'll see in the near future on the Blue Evo 8. I do have some other stuff coming in from like JD Custom, some more titanium stuff, maybe a few other finishing touches for the engine bay. But for the most part, she's complete. Maybe different wheels. Being that we put so much hard work and time and money into this thing, running the XXRs on the car, it's not like a bad thing, but I would much rather run a set of high-end wheels on it now. I feel like it deserves it. As you guys can see, there's not a ton of work to be done on the cars these days. I think the biggest project will probably be the FRS turbo build, and then Bobby's motor. It's kind of a bigger project, but not a super big deal. So I'm super excited to get the gray Evo 10 out of the shop, get a little bit extra space in here, pick up some new projects, pick up some new cars, and start toying around with those. All right, my friends, that's gonna be a wrap for today. It was nice to see you guys again. I miss doing these uploads. I'm gonna try to like kind of get back on the daily grind. As you can see, we have quite a few little things to do on all the cars. So yeah, I uploaded a little bit when I was in Hawaii, but I don't want to bore you guys with like not car related stuff, because I know that's what you guys like. If you wanted to see non-car related stuff, more behind the scenes content of our lives, Bobby is very good at documenting that. She's like a natural at doing the travel vlogs. First thing down below, go check out the drop. As always, any of your support is muchly appreciated. Peace out, my friends. I'll see you guys tomorrow.